Thoroughbred trainers in Kentucky say they're on edge tonight after learning about immigration authorities raiding a racetrack in Louisiana yesterday as a race was underway, reportedly detaining dozens of migrant workers there in Louisiana. Isaiah Kim Martinez and photojournalist Jessica Farley are live on the backside of Churchill Downs today, where Isaiah, you've been talking to well-known Louisville trainer Dale Romans. He's really in the middle of this and focused on this issue. How concerned is he for the future of his workforce at Churchill Downs?
Himself, but for other trainers here in Louisville and across Kentucky, I want to make it very clear we have gotten no reports that ICE has been on property or even in Louisville overall. But Dale Romans says essentially nothing is off the table at this point after they saw what happened in Louisiana, and he believes it'll have a chilling effect here and across the country. While horse racing fans are used to seeing the magic on the track, what many people don't see is the hard work being done at these barns, largely by a migrant workforce.
I've never felt the tension on the backside that we feel today.
Longtime Louisville Thoroughbred trainer Dale Romans and his team of 40 are on edge.
I worry about all people back here who are my friends, yes.
He calls these scary times.
If you just swept them away, we'd be in serious trouble.
A day after immigration authorities raided Delta Downs, a racetrack in Louisiana, reportedly detaining dozens of migrant workers.
Who knows where it's going to hit? I mean, it hit Speaker Johnson's district yesterday at Delta Downs. So that shows that there's no place off limits right now.
Romans is planning to meet with Churchill Downs officials to discuss their plan of action if ICE were to show up at their gate. He's also reaching out to lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
We're talking to as many politicians as possible to try to get a path to work visas. That's it. That's the only thing I know to do.
Peter Eckebert, attorney with the National Horsemen's Benevolent and Protective Association, says they're urging every track nationwide to ensure ICE officers have an approved, valid warrant if they show up on property.
We believe many of our workers are documented. There may be some that are not.
The fears also come days after massive nationwide demonstrations protesting against increased raids by the Trump administration. Kentucky Congressman Morgan McGarvey showing up to Louisville's march, where 4,000 people flooded downtown.
And I'm glad that people are exercising their First Amendment rights and coming out here and speaking up against it.
Romans with this bottom line.
Everybody agrees that drug dealers and murderers should be taken and put in jail and out of here, but we're talking about a lot of good people that do a lot of work that nobody else wants to do.
Duel up top intensifies.
It would devastate the workforce in this industry if they started raiding all the racetracks around the country.
And you heard Dale Romans there mention speaking to politicians. One of those politicians, I'm told, is Congressman Andy Barr of Lexington. He's a Republican also running for Senate. I asked them for comment on this story. So far, I've not received a response from his team. We also reached out to both Churchill Downs and Keeneland for comment on this entire issue so far. Again, no response here tonight so far. Doug.